Hi, this is Karen Cutie, and I'm just recording a quick video today to follow up a little bit on one of the things I mentioned in my blog post yesterday. No apologies. One of the things I talked about was the transformative power of writing down your goals, top 10 goals every day. And one of the reasons that this is so transformative is that you don't just write down a goal, something where it's like when, oh, I'd like to, lose 10 pounds. That's not really a goal. In order for your goals to really be powerful, they need to have several characteristics. And one of them is that it needs to be very specific. It also needs to be time-based. And they also need to have kind of a little bit of imagination to them. So you wouldn't just say something like, because when you're writing down these goals and repeating them daily to yourself, you're essentially telling your subconscious, you're teaching your subconscious what you want it to believe, because your subconscious believes whatever you tell it. So you need to tell it something positive, and you need to tell it something in the present tense. And you also need to tell it something in language that as though it's already occurred, even if it hasn't. So for example, if you want to lose 10 pounds, you don't just say, I want to lose 10 pounds. What you do is you say, let's say, we'll know that this is a lie. We'll say, I weigh 150 pounds. Yeah, if you believe that, I've got this great bridge I'd like to tell you. Anyhow, and you don't just say, I weigh 150 pounds, or I would like to weigh, or someday I will weigh. No, it's I weigh 150 pounds. And then you don't just say that, you give it a date. You say, I weigh 150 pounds on June 1st, 2013. Again, more fiction. An even better goal would be to give it some feeling, some more mood. And you would say something like, it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm sitting in my bedroom, lounging on my bed, petting my little kitty, really happy because I've met my goal and I weigh 150 pounds. And it's my birthday on June 1st. Or something like that. You get the idea. The idea being that you don't just say something. You actually create an image in your mind of that goal, not just being a thing, but what does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? What does it smell like? Who are you when you achieve that goal? What is it like to live your life when you already have that? Because your subconscious mind is kind of stupid. If you keep telling it that you weigh a certain amount, or that you earn a certain amount, or that you already have a certain amount in savings, or that you already have a certain business success, it's going to sit there and say, wait a minute, well, if I already have this, and I don't see this here, what do I need to do to get there? Because I'm supposed to already have this, or I'm supposed to have this by this certain date. So your subconscious mind, instead of becoming your enemy and holding you back, is going to start working it for you and working in the background to make things happen for you instead of against you. So when I spent all this time working on myself to improve, get myself away from the black hole of doom that was sucking me in and sucking the life out of me and making me intensely miserable, I didn't just write down the top 10 things that were the most important to me. I wrote them down in the present tense. I gave them dates, and I also gave them images. And if I didn't write down the image, I was thinking that image when I wrote it down. So if I'm writing something down like, I live debt-free, which is one of my top 10 goals, I don't just sit there and say, think, oh, I just live debt-free. To me, I'm thinking to myself, what is it like when I live debt-free? How does that feel? How do I carry myself? How do I spend my money? How do I not spend my money? How do I plan my bills? How do I plan my budget? What is my attitude toward money and toward spending if I have a debt-free lifestyle? If I'm going to repay, I wrote down a goal, if I want to repay all debt by, and I have a date. What does that feel like? How happy am I? What am I doing when I have repaid all of that? All of these things play into that, so it's not just words on a sheet of paper that I'm writing over and over again every day. It's every time I'm doing that, I'm creating an image, an imprint of a feeling, of a vision of myself, of who I'm going to be and what my life is like. And that's why that exercise is transformative. That's why if you do that over and over again, without fail, every day, big things can happen for you. I just wanted to make sure that you understood that, because it's not a little thing to take your top 10 goals and write them down every day. So that even if you're feeling really low, even if you're feeling like, I can't do anything, it's so overwhelming, everybody can do everything and I can't do anything, you can do this. Even if you don't know what that new you looks like or feels like, you can put the words down on the paper today. And as you keep writing them down, the images will come. The feelings will come. The view of who that new you is will come, because you're going to be thinking about it every day. And every day when you're writing that down, you're going to be thinking to yourself, who do I want to be? Who am I going to be when I reach that goal? What is it going to feel like? What is it going to taste like? What is it going to smell like? What is it going to sound like? What is it going to feel like? What am I doing when I feel that goal, when I achieve that goal? And that's how you're going to transform your life. And that's the magic of goal setting. There's a lot more to it, but that's one way that you can start. And that's the biggest battle of all, is getting started. Once you get started on just a little thing and you keep it going and start building momentum, then you can do more. That's what I wanted to talk about today. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Karen Cutie. Have a lovely day.